Hi, this is Chase Germain with the proboat Volere 22. It is it's ready to run by proboat. It says right here, real wood trim layered on a blow molded style hull, which is plastic. It's powered by dynamite. It's ready to run, like I mentioned earlier, by taking it out of the box. So we'll start with the charger. This is a charger that most our series have seen before. Comes in your standard ECX vehicles like the Ruckus, which I have, and the Circuit, and the Torment, probably the Boost, I don't really know, but it comes in, this is what comes with it. Nothing too fancy about it, just a charger. Then you've got the hump pack. This is a neat little battery. It's got, the regular new connector. It's a 1200 mAh. It's a 7.2 volt with a 6-cell nickel metal. It's nickel metal, and it's a mini. So, like me, I ordered a second battery, and I had to make sure I ordered a mini. And it's a dynamite, and they're not expensive. This is your remote. Standard remote, 4 AA's. I've put stickers on it, as you can probably see. This opens up. You've got your on-off steering. It looks like drive rates and stuff. Your normal and reverse, so you can switch your steering if you like it being right as left and left. But I don't like it that way, but so I know some people do. Then you got throttle trim and steering trim. Steering for the reverse, or if you do it reverse, forward reverse. That is up to you. Now we got the boat and the stand. So I'll start with the stand. There's not much to it. It's probably the only assembly required with this boat. It says the name on there, which I think is pretty cool. And it's kind of made in a way where the front has to be in a certain point and the back has to be in a certain point, but that's not too bad. Here is the boat. Real wood, plastic hull. The seat pops off. You got a 550 water-cooled engine right in there, where you put your marine grease in, and it looks like you got where the battery gets connected. And it's magnetic, so it kind of just pops right in there. Then this back pops off. You got your ESC, your receiver, your steering servo. The battery gets velcroed in here. I've already put decals on it. Mine, Pegasus Point. That's the name of our summer place. I put the American flag on and the Volere flag on it. But it's really detailed when you look at the boat. You look at it. It's got, like, right up here, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but a cleat. We actually had a boat where it had a cleat on, or not a cleat, I'll think of the name later, but right here, where you tie the rope to tie it to the dock. We've had boats that have had that on the front and then same in the back. So they really did. They went full out, and as you can see right here, hopefully, you've got 2 exhaust pipes, you've got a rudder, and a plastic prop. This right here is the drive shaft. Hopefully, that's kind of already known. Then right here, you've got, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that's the water intake. So as you're driving, this little lip makes the water go up through around the engine, and then it actually comes out on right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's a little bronze thing right in there. It goes right in there. And I've done plenty of research onto this boat before getting it, and I happen to know stock the boat should do somewhere around 10 to 12 miles an hour, depending on where you put the battery. Because there's a little bit of wiggle room. So if you put it closer to the front, give me more front weight, it's not going to come out of the water as much. If you put it in the back, there's more back weight, it'll come out of the water a little more. So it's pretty nice to be able to have that option. I was talking to Horizon Hobby on a chat because I really wanted to know a lot about the boat before I got the boat. We got it for $250 online at RC Buyers Warehouse, I think. So thank you guys. But the way the boat is designed, it's not really designed for speed, but it can go fast if you want it to. We upgraded. I want to upgrade someday to a brushless and a light boat. And from what Horizon Hobby was telling me, if I do so, the boat will do close to 30 if I upgrade it properly. Depending on the motor I put in, size, and all that. Which I think is kind of nice. There is maintenance with the boat, though. It's not like you can just do it like I get toy grades, where you can just kind of throw them and drive after they charged. You gotta grease the drive shaft, because if you don't, you can get away without doing it, but you're shortening the life. If you put grease into it, you're gonna keep the life of it longer. Also, when driving, they recommend in the owner's manual, which I have right here, and the boat does come with decals, by the way. Right here, the manual. It recommends not driving in an area with a lot of underwater vegetation. So, say you live on an area like we're on a point, Pegasus Point, and the way it is, one side has got a lot of seaweed. They've got lots of lily pads. Parts of it are shallow and muddy. On another side, it's deeper, but there's rocks on that side, so just watch out for those. But they recommend it because if stuff gets in that water intake, you can't see the water intake or any of the tubes while driving. So something gets stuck in there, all of a sudden water's not getting to the engine, and then you're going to overheat the engine, and, you know, you're going to probably kill your engine. So they recommend not doing it. Granted, I don't know why, like, unless you had to, I don't know why you would. Because I got another sea boat, not like nowhere near as nice as this, but it's still a nice boat. It does about 20 miles an hour. I was driving it one time in an area with lily pads, and it's fan cooled. Drove it, all of a sudden it wouldn't move. I had to kayak out to where it was because it was across the lake from me. Kayaked over there, the lily pads pushed it right out of the water. So, I don't know why, because if it's a light boat, this boat is fairly heavy. No, it's not like painfully heavy, but you know it's got weight to it, which is probably because it's got real wood on it. But, it can pull a boat out of the water, but also you can tangle the prop. If you guys get the boat, you'll hopefully read the manual. There's really only like 14 pages that are in English. Yeah, like 15. On the 16th page starts the, I'm assuming it's Dutch. Then back here you got like part numbers and stuff. So only 15 pages that you really need to read. Do it. Otherwise, you could run into problems and possibly ruin your boat, but it could be something that the manual told you to or not to do. We're the only assembly besides the flags and the stand is the antenna. I recommend transferring this in the box if you can. Granted, you don't have to, that's up to the driver. What you do is just kind of pull it off, just kind of, because I found, I'm not going to lie, Proboat, I was not a fan of their packaging, because like the front was done beautifully so you could slide it up. The back, you understand you got the prop and the rudder, but you had to like fold and maneuver it on there, and you can't just slide because you got this stuff right here, like where the flag goes. So what I did is I took my fishing knife, and sliced off the side so I could just slide it on and off. I've been doing that, just sliding it on and off when I put it in and out of the box while I'm moving it. But then I noticed, well, I can't close it with this. So I went and took my knife again, cut an area out, so I could take this, pull it out, and lay it flat. Don't leave it for that like that for too long, because you will bend the antenna, the wires in there. But if you're going for like a couple hour car ride, and you know you're just gonna take it out when you get there, then you'll be fine. Leaving it stood up like this is fine. I don't see any problem with it, at least. But there's not a whole ton of installation. The battery, you have to do, I think it's called the false peak charging and stuff, where you charge it and it'll falsely read the peak. This battery, my Ruckus did it once, it had the false peak. This on the first charge, which has been its only charge, did it 4 times, which isn't bad. It means that the charger and the battery are both working properly. Just want to let you guys know, because each battery is going to be different. This is my second hobby grade that I know of, and so I'm really trying to take care of it, and it's beautiful. It was expensive for someone like me. If you're into the RC and you spend $500 or $300 on a car, then go ahead. I eventually plan to build a trailer for it, but that's going to be a while. Just because the way the boat is, I need to make sure it's built to support the boat, be able to make sure nothing hits the clockwise, and also I can drive it on and off so it doesn't scratch the boat. But also, I gotta be able to make it so my ECX Ruckus can pull it. So that it may not see a trailer for a little bit, but I don't know. And almost another thing with this boat I love is, this is my first hobby grade boat, but a lot of the parts on this are replaceable. You can replace the seat. Hopefully you won't have to windshield if something were to happen. The whole hull, say you're driving, say upgraded it, or even if you didn't upgrade, you're driving in the air, you think you know your water really well, but then there's something unexpected and you rip open the hull. Or you're driving it and you lose control. Hit the side of, say you're driving like a pool or something. Boom. They recommend not driving in salt water, but if you do drive in salt water, they recommend putting it in fresh water right afterwards and cleaning the boat down. Because if you don't, it sits in there, corrodes away the rubber, and it gets into the drive shaft, which I'm assuming is metal, because up here you can see that's metal, rusts it away and just becomes a huge mess. Also, another thing for putting marine grease in, which has to do with the drive shaft and letting water in, the marine grease doesn't just save the life of your drive shaft. It prevents, it won't keep water out entirely, but it prevents as much water from getting in. So it acts as a seal, which keeps excess water from getting into the hull, water that you don't want. They recommend, it says in the manual, I can't tell you what page number because I've only read it through one, that do not operate the boat in water shallower than 5 inches. Well, you may be looking at this boat and saying, but it doesn't even sit 5 inches. Why do they have such a stupid rule? Well, it's not that stupid. It's, that boat probably sits 2-3 inches deep. I haven't measured it perfectly, but somewhere around 2-3 inches deep. The water line's right around where like the blue line is, where the wood and the white meet. So you have that. But a boat, say this is the back and this is the front. When you take a boat up, it does this, then does this. So it sits deeper. So they're talking about full throttle. Say you make a trailer and you're backing it in, but the water right there is only 3 inches deep. Just don't plane it off. Just make sure you're out deep. I mean, right off my dock, it's like 5 feet, 4.5, 5 feet. Where I'd launch it if I had a trailer, maybe a foot at the deepest until you get farther out there. But even right off there, there's rocks that sit 5-6 inches deep, shallow. So it's really to protect yourself. And of course, you think, oh, it's 2 inches planing off, it's only maybe 2 inches. Well, you gotta leave an inch of space for any underwater objects, and so you're not sucking sand through the water cooling system. It's definitely a cool boat. I recommend getting it if you can. I'll definitely get running video when I can. Where I am, it's winter, so everything's frozen. But which in my opinion sucks. But definitely subscribe. Or please subscribe. Definitely when I can, I'll get running video of it. And please leave thoughts, comments. Please like and subscribe. I'm hoping to get some more footage for my ruckus. Right now it's in repairs, but I hope to get that done for you guys soon. Definitely put feedback. If you want me to go full in depth with something or show something, I got a friend, Tyler and me both have our cars. I want to get another friend who's got a car on to the channel and a few others, so you guys see a more variety of stuff on our channel. So please let me know what your thoughts are on that. Thank you again. Definitely like, subscribe. I know I've already said it. But leave feedback. That's the thing we really want on this channel, is feedback. We want you to tell us what you guys want. Do you want to see more water footage than land footage? Do you want to see more boat than you want to see truck? Do you want to see more truck than boat? Do you want to see both of them combined in a video? Like, do you want to see more off-road, more on-road? Because I know I've put 2 off-road videos on. Do you want to see more on-road races and stuff? So please let us here as a channel know, so that we can help give you guys what you want. Thank you. Chase Jermaine.